Hi everyone, it's Tracey here from Art Fibre Stitch. Today I'd like to get into some more paper art. So we're going to do a collage like I've done here, and I use sometimes some tissue paper, some magazine clippings that I like the pictures of, and maybe some scrapbooking paper. I like to cover objects. I think that's a great way to incorporate more art into your life. And so I've done these two lovely little canisters. They're just cardboard and the lid comes off. And I've done two that match so that it looks quite good as a set. And now here I've done two pictures on a heavier cardboard. And I hope to put them up on the wall at some stage. But don't they look lovely? Just bits and pieces, and it's very creative and it's a lot of fun. You can do it in any kind of theme you like. So this one's obviously a bit more grungy, and the first one was very romantic, and the ones in between probably boho. But here we go. It can all be whatever style you like. What I have here is what I'm working on now. And that's what we're going to be working through. It is a desk organizing set. See? It comes in a little tray and it has a tall box and three smaller boxes. You could keep lots of stuff in there. But I thought, wouldn't it be fun to decorate it? I got it from IKEA and I got it cheap because it had a smudgy mark on it. Not that that's going to bother us. So now I'm just looking at different materials, and that's interesting. I've forgotten all about that. That's hand painted, what do you call it? Stiffening. Luchador. Anyway, and this, look at this. And holy paper. And goldy paper. Yes, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun. So let's get started. I could use tape. This is double-sided tape, and one side comes off, and well, both sides of the paper come off, so you can use it to glue down papers when you're doing scrapbooking. But I'm wanting to incorporate tissue paper, so I'm going to use PVA glue and water. Let's just get one of these pieces out and decide which one we want to start playing on. I'm thinking a little bit of tissue paper would take away some of that whiteness and already give us a little bit of a background. So that would be my first choice. But let's think, what will we need? Well, in here I have some PVA glue, and I'm adding a little bit of water just to see if I can get the consistency I want. A bit more, because I'm after a consistency rather like milk. It would need to be thicker for other kind of papers, but for tissue paper, no, that works well. So I'm popping that on there. I put some glue down first, or watered down glue, then my tissue paper. It doesn't matter in that instance whether there's wrinkles or not. And I'm just taking it all the way around, wherever it goes, wherever it finishes. There we go. I'm going to add that little piece there, just to cover that so that we've got blue all the way. Can you see here how two layers of blue make a deeper blue? That's really interesting. I also like to add different colours, so I'll be doing that. But when I do glue it down, I like to put the glue down before and after I've placed the tissue paper. So here we go, again, before and after. But can you see how those layered up colours are really changing it? So I do like to play with things like that and see how it ends up. There are absolutely no mistakes. Anything you don't like, peel off, or you can cover it up. But look, I think that looks quite interesting to start with. I'm going to use some green on the background of this one just to start something off. Sometimes it's just like drawing. You don't want to have a white surface and make the first marks on it. Anything down helps. So I'm going to use this green. and some blues so that it tones in with the other. But I want to bring some other colours in, like these pinks. So I'm just going to add some tissue paper here and see what that does. Well, it made a nice pink on the white, but it also made an interesting effect on the green. Now we can start with some scrapbooking paper. I'm going to use this one, and I will actually need a stronger glue for something like this, so just a little less water, make up some more. Here's a textured paper. I'm going to try that somewhere. Could be there. Nope, going to be there. Totally up to you. And like I say, it really, really doesn't matter. You can take it off, you can cover it over. But I just like to place things down and see where I go. Now here's something with a little bit, it just was a little piece I found that had aqua and green on it, and I thought, oh good, that could be useful. I'm just going to patch it in as well. I mean, it may turn into an overall picture later. Oh, what now? I cut some pieces out from magazines. Unfortunately, I only had a cooking magazine at the time, so I've cut out things from that. Like there's fruit. There's plenty of fruit in the cooking magazine. Or words. Don't forget words. You could use those. Or adverts. Look at this advert here. Advertisement for something. But can you see those pieces of what looks like nougat? I think that shape I could use as a rock. So don't forget that you might be able to use things differently to what they were intended. See my rocks? There we go. And there's even a little baby one. And this one here, I think that's an advert for some sort of canned fish. But I quite liked there's birds in the sky, I like the sunset, I like the colours in the water. I can use it. Could I put it on here? Maybe. But let's try looking at all of the different pieces and just having an idea. Well, we can start to try and have an idea. I think maybe I'll start on this. But I'm going to want some other colours. I'm going to want this here. This is it's banana leaf paper, kozo paper. It has little bits of fibres and banana leaf in it. But it looks very like sand or something, doesn't it? So I'm going to put it up there. And layering it over top of the blue, that blue will probably show a little bit. You see it does. Very interesting, the effects that you get, and it looks different again when it's dry. So I'm just going to pop a strip around on all of the sides there, I think, because I like that up against that blue. This is a great way to use up scraps and bits and pieces that you have. Oh, and look, that's some of the banana leaf. I'm just going to pop it there. It'll look like a couple of rocks in the ocean or something. I like it. Waste not, want not. Right, but it is something that we're trying to bring all sorts into. So now, instead of making a scene, I'm also going to put some of this in. And look at that, that goes quite well. And that's a scrapbooking paper, and I've just torn an edge on it because I don't want to be too precise. And oh, this is a great place for me to put my rocks. See? It's like limestone. But we were sidetracked. What are we going to do with this? I think I don't want the big piece. I think I could just use strips of it. And I like tearing paper. I like the edges that it gives me. So I'm just going to do that. That tears quite nicely. I could use the boat. I could just use the colours over here. Different parts of it. See, that looks nice. Yeah, something like that. Or the smaller one maybe to show more of the colours. I don't know. Let's just do some more strips and see where that leads us. May as well put it on another side. No. Oh yeah, that's all right. But maybe here. Yeah. See, I quite like it. It added another dimension. And what I can do here, you see, is I can add tissue paper on top of these magazine cutouts. And it helps blend it in a little bit. And you see we've got the water going through. So I'm starting to like that. And now I'm thinking, well, I better get started on another cube. I want some elements to be the same, you know, to coordinate everything together, to put some bits of the same. So I'm going to put some of this pink in that I already put on the larger box. I want something underneath the edge of that, you see, so that's what I'm thinking. Get that pink down. And now with these magazine ones, I may need to smooth out the wrinkles a little bit. I can even lift it a bit and push out any air bubbles. See, I like those two together. I've got another piece here. What will I do with that? I don't see why I can't put it there. I'm just experimenting. I'm just trying different things. See this? This is a fibrous kind of paper. But I thought if I put it somewhere down here, yeah, it's masking the edge of that and it's blending it into the blue that's already there. So I'm looking at the last little box. I'm going to need to put something on it. What? I don't know. Just get your papers out and play. Oh, I found another rock I hadn't put in. Maybe I can put it here. Or maybe here. We'll start another picture over here. What about these? This is a scrapbooking paper. I don't have to use it all, but I could cut out a couple of pairs of thongs or something. I like that it draws that pink in again. See that I already have there. I want to bring little bits of pink in. So I'll pop it here for now. Look, I'm really enjoying myself here, but I'm nowhere near complete, so we'll make a part 2. And I hope you are enjoying this, thinking about what you might want to cover with papers of your own, and just have some fun and play with it. If you have liked this video, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.